Now, of course, the way we end up bonding was the fact that we played on the basketball team together,
Yeah, yeah,
uh, being coached by a guy who I consider a legend, who I
yes.
consider
Another goat.
a father figure,
Another
the
goat.
great Keith Barnes Sr.,
Yeah.
who could be the most Christian man on earth,
And then
but
what?
once that whistle blow, he's an absolute tyrant. So, how was it from your standpoint and for the great
Imagine
Barnes?
imagine yourself as a 12-year-old, because I met him in eighth grade. Imagine yourself as a
Uh-huh.
12-year-old going to a basketball game and watching them play in the playoffs, the high school team.
Hmm.
And watching this guy that's about 6'4", 6'5", with some of the biggest hands you can imagine. And he is just yelling. And I mean, in a gym where people are looking at him like, man, what is wrong with this dude right here? Doesn't care. Doesn't care. And I know that I got to go through him one day because I
Right.
want to play basketball. Basketball is my first love. It's the first sport that I ever played that I was like, man, I'm good at this, right? That dude I got to deal with soon. I was terrified of Keith Barnes. I'm
Me too.
terrified to call him Keith Barnes right now, truth be told. Coach. Coach. I'm a little scared right now, brother. No. Um, but
Oh,
man, you know, playing for Coach Barnes, and you know this, playing for Coach Barnes was like the best, man. It was the best sports experience of my life. And I've done a lot of sports stuff. We're gonna talk about that, but the best sports and on the flip side of that, one of the best life experiences I've ever had too. Coach Barnes challenged me in ways that he may not even know. You know what I mean? I was angry because of things that had happened to me in my past that we just talked about, and I didn't know the proper outlet. He allowed me to have that outlet and say, you can be competitive, but you got to be respectful at the same time. Because if you don't respect me, if you don't respect your opponent, hell, if you don't respect yourself, then it's not going to be a good product for you at the end. You know what I mean? So Coach Barnes, like you said, man, he was a father figure for us. Even though I had my father figure, I had my father, but he was another great man in my life to kind of show me the way. He was always very insightful too, man. He could tell when I wasn't in my best mentally. He could always sense that. That's the thing that I appreciate about Coach Barnes. Whereas I would play in certain games when I was coming up in Port Gibson, and I might be told, man, you're going a little too hard. Coach Barnes encouraged me to go harder. That helped me understand that my competitive spirit was okay. That's helped me in life today to understand that I'm a guy like that. When I learn how to do something, I'm so excited about it. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell my wife about it. You know what I mean? Because that's how excited I am when I'm able to like conquer something. He helped me with that to say, turn that competitive spirit into drive and get better at your craft. So a huge part of my success goes to Coach Barnes too, because without him, I don't have that encouragement competitively to go to the next level. And
now,
I now know what crazy looks like too. I know now
uh,
it's okay for me to be crazy because I know what real crazy looks like.
now, just about to get
Go
into
ahead.
that because
Go ahead.
America, we're talking about this man glowingly, and he was a great man.
Sure.
Uh, Even after a loss, he gonna pray for you.
Yeah.
He was gonna thank God that you
But he
lost.
but he was also but he was but it,
Because he wanted you to learn a lesson from that
yeah,
loss.
he
He
did.
wanted us to know that the race is not given to the swift
He did.
nor the strong, but
Yeah.
he or she that endure until the end. So all that is true.
But
But
before
America,
that, but before that, he would
okay,
also he would also call timeouts to
talk
tell
about it.
you, and by you I mean me, told me
Right.
one time as I'm handling the rock in the game to tell me, call the timeout. We down, we're down what, 2 or 3 points. I'm guessing. You know what you telling these people every time you sitting here dribbling that damn ball? Look at me, I'm stupid, 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 stupid. That's the same guy. That's the same guy. The same guy that my brother just said will pray for you and look after you will have you ready to come to blows with one of your good friends in high school in the middle of practice because your competitive spirit is taking over. And he's like, okay, since y'all played like crap the other night, then y'all should take it out on each other. Encourages it.
What did he tell our bigs when they weren't boxing out? They were getting whooped on the low block and everything. He said, y'all, they're beating you like a drum. Y'all to change your name.
Change your name to bass and snare. Hey, man, had some of the best still does have some of the best one-liners.
Hey, the last one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Now, America, we were done playing for him at this point. You know how alumni just go and check out the old school and
that's
see,
right.
So we looking at coach and we thinking he tripping because we're not seeing the same fire that how he used to get on us.
That's right.
But then one of those players was just standing out there, and Coach Barnes known for motion offense. He one of those guys. Okay, not about to get a lot of ISO. Not at least not back then. You ain't about to get about. You're gonna be in motion. And this kid was standing around.
Yeah,
he called a timeout.
What did he tell him?
If you know basketball, timeouts are precious. Timeout, especially in high school ball, because you really might have to do some instruction. No, he would call timeout just to tell you stuff like my brother said. But this time he told this man this. He said, I don't know what you're standing around looking for. Jesus ain't coming back till he get ready.
Till he get good and ready, man. Good and ready.